Hi guys, it's Lori from Bookishly Lori. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have my second half of my big spring book haul for you guys. I have a really large book outlet order to share with you. So without much introduction, let's go ahead and get into my book outlet unboxing. Alright, so here is my book outlet order. So let's get started. So I just have the order form on the top, and this is pretty cool. I didn't get this in my last box, but this is a $5 code to get some more books on Book Outlet. So pick up all the paper. So I'm just gonna start with what I see right on top. You Only Love Me When I'm Suffering, poems by John Lupin from the Poetry Bandit. I'm really trying to get more into poetry, and try different authors in poetry that I haven't tried yet. So the title just kind of caught my eye with this one, and I really like how it all looks like it was written on a typewriter. So yeah, I don't really know anything about this poet, but I'm excited to try a new author with poetry and kind of add to my poetry collection. I see Intercepted by Alexa Martin. I really love romance. I've been reading a lot of romance this month, and I thought I would add this one to my collection. I've never read any Alexa Martin books, but this is about a girl who is in a relationship with someone from the NFL. And she's been dating him for 10 years, but then she discovers that he's been cheating on her, and so she meets another quarterback who she's had a fling with in the past. And so I think it's going to be about her breaking up with her longtime boyfriend and getting into a relationship with someone new after 10 years. So I think that's really interesting, and definitely the NFL aspect is interesting. I don't read a lot of like sports romances, so excited to try this one. I have Black Canary Ignite by Meg Cabot, and this is a graphic novel about Black Canary, of course. I was really interested in the Harley Quinn. I really love Harley Quinn, and I loved Harley Quinn Breaking Glass, which I read a few months ago. And so when I saw this was coming out, it kind of had a similar feel, where Black Canary's a teenager in this, and I believe she has a band, and she wants to join Gotham City Junior Police Academy so she can solve crimes like her dad. But her rock star group of friends may even save the world, but first they need to agree on a band name. So it seems pretty cute. It's just kind of like a teen version of the DCU. So I'm really excited to check this out, and I love graphic novels. Speaking of, I went ahead and got this. This has been on my wish list for so long. This is Harley Quinn, the very famous Harley Quinn written by Paul Dini. This was not how Harley was originally introduced. She was introduced in the animated series, but this was kind of like the first time she appeared in a comic. So I'm really excited to own this and to go ahead and just have this in my collection as a big Harley Quinn fan. So another graphic novel, amazing, beautiful art style. Really excited for that one. Ooh, this is cool. So next up, I ordered Everything I Need to Know I Learned in the Twilight Zone by Mark. So I got this book because I grew up loving watching the Twilight Zone with my dad. That's one of those things, like, we always talk about, like, Twilight Zone, like the old-timey Twilight Zone show, and we both really love it, and I love the Twilight Zone. So I just thought this was kind of interesting. Just something to add to my nonfiction collection, and I don't know much about it, but I'm assuming it just kind of goes through some of the most popular episodes of Twilight and the Twilight Zone, and what you can learn from the messages in the Twilight Zone. So if you've never seen the Twilight Zone, the original series, this might not interest you at all, but if you are a fan of the original series and you kind of grew up with it like I did, this might be a nonfiction book that you might want to check out. So I'm excited to see what this is all about, and it has a really awesome cover. Like, you can definitely see some of the famous Twilight Zone motifs on this cover. Throw this paper out. I love how Bookoutlet really, minimal paper. I don't know, maybe to some people that's a lot of paper, but it helps keep all the books protected so that they're not all wrinkled and crumpled when they get here. So next up, I have a map for wrecked girls. I thought this cover was really pretty. I didn't originally like the cover that was black with the flowers on it. I don't know, it didn't look cute to me, and I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I really love books that have people on the cover. And this, it looks like it would be a movie cover or a TV cover, but I'm pretty sure this is not being adapted into a movie or a TV show. But this came out quite a while ago, and it's about two sisters that are being stranded on an island, and something happens before they were stranded. We don't know, but it caused a huge rift in their relationship, and they end up meeting so it's a boat crash, and they are both wrecked on this shipwrecked on this island with another of their friends, Alex. So there's definitely something going on between the two sisters, and I think with having Alex there as well, there's going to be something, some kind of secret that is revealed between all three of them. So this is really interesting, and I'm excited to add it to my collection. And I hate to admit it, but this cover made me kind of want to read it more than the original cover. And I've heard that it's really good and has a good plot twist. So I'm excited. These two books down here I'm really excited about, because I'm going to do a series on my channel with these two books. So the first one is Pride and Prejudice, and besides this beautiful cover, these are actually called Puffin Plated. So it's a series that Puffin is doing. I don't know if they're still doing it or when the next one is going to come out. To my knowledge, there's only these two. So it's a classic, but if you can see down here, there's also recipes in here that go along with the story. So I've never read Pride and Prejudice before, but it's my goal to read more classics. So I just thought these were absolutely gorgeous. They have recipes in them from Martha Stewart. So it's the actual book of Pride and Prejudice, but there's also some recipes included. So let me see what the first recipe is. So the first recipe I see is a sugar and spice cake, and it serves 10 to 12, so that looks actually really good. So my plan is, as I read this, it seems like there's a recipe every couple of chapters. So as I read it, I will go ahead and make the recipe, and I will vlog my reading experience and making all the recipes. So I'm really excited. Go ahead and get started with those. So the first one, like I said, is Pride and Prejudice. The second one is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and the same concept. It has a lot of different cooks in here. They have don't know how to say her name. Ina Garten. Isn't she like the Barefoot Contessa? Martha Stewart and Trisha Yearwood. So these are all going to be like really good holiday dishes. So it has the traditional story as well as some recipes. So see, this is buttermilk biscuits. Yum! I cannot wait. And this is just going to be like such a special reading experience, I think. And they're both like really gorgeous just to own and have on my shelves. So I am super excited to own these. And I hope that Puffin decides to do more classic Picture of Dorian Gray. Let's make it happen. Okay, and I have 2 books left. Next up, I got Here We Are Now by Jasmine Worka. To my knowledge, this is about a girl who never really knew her dad, and her dad is an indie rock star. And she never knew her dad before, but she writes to her dad, and I'm guessing it's about them getting to know each other and kind of improving their relationship. Oh my goodness, this is creepy. And then the last book I got is What We Buried by Kate A. Borman. And this book seems really like intense and creepy to me. It's about siblings who have grown up hating each other, pretty much. And let's see, Liv is a former pageant queen and reality star, and Jory, who was born with partial facial paralysis, was left in the shadows. The only thing they have in common is contempt for their parents. Now, Liv is suing her mom and dad for emancipation, and Jory views the whole thing as yet another attention-seeking spectacle. But on the day of the hearing, their parents mysteriously vanish. So that is very interesting, and the cover is very striking with her face being missing, and then you see, I'm guessing that's Jory walking along the road, and if you look on the back, it's kind of... Alright, and that was my book outlet unboxing. I had about 10 or 11 books in this order, and like I mentioned in my last book haul, that was pretty much it for me for my book buying habit. Over quarantine, I kind of developed a really bad online shopping habit with books, and I need to start saving some money and not impulse buying books so often. It's getting to be a bad habit. So, that being said, I did say I was going to go on a book buying ban, but I saw a comment that I thought it gave me a really good idea, and so I'm going to have a little TBR game coming up on my channel that is going to help me get some books off my TBR, but not be as intense as a strict ban where I cannot buy anything at all. So I will kind of keep that secret for now until I upload it later this month for you guys to see. So thank you so much for watching my book outlet haul. I really am excited about all the books that I got. Let me know in the comments down below what book you were excited to see on my shelves. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you next time, and remember, enjoy the journey. Bye!
You should have seen the way that you bloomed. I think I saw your face in the moon. I promise